Hello everybody. Gonna do some scrapbooking. I did say to some of you guys I was gonna try and do some scrapbooking, as I've not done some for absolutely ages. And you know what? Stampin' Up provide all the fabulous equipment, card, ink, paper, inspiration that we need for doing scrapbooking. And I guess it's just kind of fallen a little bit out of fashion in my world, but doesn't mean that no one's doing it. It doesn't mean that I don't like doing it. It's just not got around to doing it. So if you're not a scrapbooker, please don't turn off just yet. Please stay. Don't run away. Because I'm hoping that there are techniques and ideas that you can retranslate and use for card making. So I had a quick look in my photo stash to find some photographs that I haven't scrapped, and discovered these. These were taken 10 years ago. My little boys. So these are like I've got 4 children. These are my 3 boys from 10 years ago. And can you see there? Look what I'm holding. You see what that is? There's a bit of a clue on my son's t-shirt there. London 2012. So yes, this was the year that the Olympics came to the United Kingdom. It came to London. And so a local sports girl from, she actually went to my son's high school. She got given the torch to run through our town. So throughout the UK, people were running with the Olympic torch to London over the course of like a few weeks leading up. So I remember the day we went actually and hang out in our local town waiting to watch it go by. And then this was at an event that I was doing. I was on the PTA of the school. We had a summer barbecue and we thought it would be fun to get hold of the torch and charge people money to have photographs with the Olympic torch. So this is what we did to raise funds for the school. We had photographs. So I thought it would be quite a fun thing to scrap. And oh, one of my favourite tops. This is my mother's. I cannot fit into this anymore. I'm hoping my daughter might fit into it now. But it's a really cute chong thumb, and I used to wear it. Anyway, I just really love how there are some kind of repetition of colours within these 2 photographs. We've got kind of the yellow here of the t-shirt with, I know this is gold, but it's kind of yellow in the photographs. We've got the aqua blue there with another t-shirt there, and I've got lots of green, bit of blue sky, and so I thought that would be quite fun to scrap. I might trim it down a little bit. We'll see. So I've got a 12 by 12 piece of white cardstock here, which I'm thinking of decorating a little bit before I lay on the photographs. And I am just going to have a look and see what colours I want to matte my photographs in. Now I did think yellow would be quite fun. The only thing is I'm holding it now and I'm thinking it just dulls the photograph. It's really weird. It's like by putting it on the yellow it just doesn't work. I wonder if by putting it on a layer of blue and then yellow might work. I don't know. Bit of an odd one, that. Like I was thinking, oh yeah, it'll be fine, but yeah, that's an interesting one. Okay, I wonder what it'd be like with green. Just gonna grab out some Granny Apple Green. And then I've also got this gorgeous vellum that's in the mini catalogue, and I'd like to use that a bit as well in here. No, that just doesn't seem to work either. What about Night of Navy? Ah, actually, Night of Navy might be a good one because it just gives it a bit of a frame. And then perhaps... Now, have I got Night of Navy? I was looking for it earlier. And I know I probably need to buy a new pack of it. Oh, hello.
Sorry.
My husband, come to say hello. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Milk?
Milk, orange juice. What, he's come for the shopping list. Milk, orange juice, pizzas, and vegan pizza. And chocolate. I don't think he heard me. Always gotta have chocolate if you go to the shop. Okay, let's trim my photos down. Now, I don't think this one needs trimming down too much because we've got the subject matter in the middle and we've got a nice border all the way around. I am wondering whether just to take off a little bit off the top, just a tiny amount. Let's take that down to 14.5 centimeters. Actually makes it a bit easier for me to cut the matting layer. So let's see how wide this is. About 10 centimeters. Take that down to 10. There we go. Okay. Oh no! What did I do there? Oh, just damaged that a little bit. Didn't mean to do that. Let's give that a little trim off. There we go. Okay, this one, I think we could definitely take that down to 14 centimeters. And because there's just one of me, I probably don't need that and that around me, do I? So let's take off 1 centimeter there. Take that off. And before anyone asks, no, I don't have backup copies of this because these are the only copies, but I've got to the point in life where I think I don't need to be too precious about photographs. You know, I'm going to be using acid-free cardstock, acid-free glue, acid-free paper, acid-free ink on these photographs. So I may as well enjoy them, scrap them, you know, so I've got some nice memories and get on with it really. Okay, so I'll say a quick hello to everybody on the live. Welcome to my channel. This is Ruth. I've realised lately that I say, hi, it's Ruth from Artful Stampin', but I don't mention my second name. And for those of you who do know me, you know my surname, my married surname is Magnus, but my maiden name is Trice, and Ruth Trice is my Stampin' Up kind of is the name that I go by for my business. So, oh dear, what's going on? I'm trying to press buttons here to find my channel. And yeah, so hello, I'm Ruth Trice. So if anyone's trying to find me, oh, you know what? I'm going to cut another little bit off there because I have properly damaged that bit there. I'm going to just cut a wee bit off both sides. And I'm going to concentrate on making sure I cut it properly. There we go. That's better. Right, so what did I say? The length was 14.5. So let's cut this at 15 centimeters. So this is the boring bit, guys. This is the bit where you just have to kind of do the cutting, get it done. Because it's nice to have a bit of a frame around some of these photographs. So yeah, this is pretty much like how you would do a card. Okay. Nice frame there. And yes, I know I've got the date kind of there. It's a little bit annoying having that date, but we're going to cover it. You know, we can cover it with a butterfly or a flower or a sentiment or something. It'll be okay. So I'm doing this one to 9 centimeters. And then we've got some nice little scrappy bits for later. All right, let's get on with doing a bit of decorating in the background now. So I've got this very blank piece of paper. I don't know you can get very blank. It is just blank. It is what it is. I'm just going to pull in a little bit. Oh, not that much, Ruth. Okay, there we go. And I have pulled out a couple of stamp sets, which I thought might be quite fun to use. I've got these ones here. And the reason I pulled these out was because looking at the photograph and looking at the design on my dress, I noticed, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the white lines are actually almost the shadow around a leaf, just like this one. So I thought, that would be interesting. Let's perhaps repeat that look by stamping this with white embossing, clear embossing powder even, and doing some designs over the top, so it kind of like repeats it. So this is my tip for scrapbooking. If you're new to scrapbooking, you kind of don't know where to start, I would start with your photographs. Take your inspiration from your subject matter, and also maybe take inspiration from the colors that are in there, and also some of the patterns that you can see already. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have a layout at the kind of the side of my piece of 12 by 12. I'm probably gonna, oh actually, yeah, I don't want it too ski whiff. I'll probably just do it like that. And so I'm kind of going to be aiming to put my designs, you know, on my paper there. So I'm just going to remove that and just draw that like that, so that I know roughly where that's going to go. And then I'm going to just pop some pencil lines there, so that I know, okay, my design needs to go over here. Right, let's get on with doing some stamping. So, oh, get this stamp out. There we go. And, oh, daffodils. Wow, you know, there were photos were taken in Wales, so daffodils are our national flower. And happy St. David's Day for the other day. I missed saying it to everybody. Right, who's watching on the live? And where has my Versamark ink gone? Ah, here it is. Brilliant. Just get my little buddy out. Hello, Mr. Buddy. Hi, Vicky, Shaz, Mindy, Linda, Cindy, Susan, Heidi, Roberta. How old are you children now? I look so young. Yes, I do. It's 10 years ago. Yeah, calculate that one. I was in my 30s then. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Barb. Monica. I'm saying I'm repeating names now. Hi, Sherlock. Cheryl Adams. Does Ruth say hello to her watchers on her live? I do, Roberta, but sometimes I get stuck in with what I'm doing and I say the hello later. Yeah. So sometimes I just, you know, depends what mood I'm in. Hi, Cromwell, Connecticut is Roberta is from. There we go. Hi, Janice. Oh, Trisha's here on her first live. Yay, welcome. Great to have you here. Yeah, I always try and get to say around to saying hello to everybody on the live. Just changes sort of location in the video depending what I'm doing. Right, so got my Versamark ready. Now I'm wondering whether to go with clear or white. I think I might go with clear. And actually, because I'm going to go with clear, sorry, I know I'm being a bit procrastinating here. Because I'm going to go with clear, I'm wondering whether to put a little bit of colour down before. Yeah, let's put a bit of colour down before I put the stamping on. I'm going to do a bit of embossed relief stamping, so get a bit of yellow on there. So very gently brushing on. This is a bit of So Saffron here. Try and go gently does it. And then I want some Daffodil Delight. I'm trying to find it. Get some here. Let's go a bit brighter. Who else has joined? Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Georgiana. Who else is on here? Just say hi, everybody. I'll get round to saying hello. Oh, looking up in a second. Okay, so I'm using the Stampin' Up! Basic White cardstock, which is beautifully smooth. It's really great for inking, stamping. Takes on ink very, very well. There we go. Right, so I'm just going to go over with my embossing buddy again. just to prevent any sticking, extra sticking of the powder. And I'm going to use this leaf stamp in here. Do a couple there, I think. And maybe some coming from there. So this is kind of like the explosion point. It goes like that. So my leaves are kind of coming from that central point there. Sometimes it's useful to decide if you're going to do something like that. If you're using elements that have got a line to them, because it just helps your eyes to follow, or that it gives somewhere for your eyes to go. Okay, so that was that done. I am wondering whether to stamp some daffodils. Yes. Okay. Sorry, just having a little think there. I don't always plan out exactly what I'm going to do on these lives. I kind of come on with a little bit of an idea, a little kernel of an idea, and then it kind of works itself out as I'm live. So sometimes I have to have a little moment of thought to think out what I am doing. So here I am, I'm just inking that up. So this is a really super sticky ink, which is great for heat embossing because it stays a little bit wet for a while, and it just gives you a bit of time. Oh, I've got a hair on there. Okay, let's do some daffodils there. Okay, right, now we're ready for the powder. So I said I was going to use the clear stuff. Actually, this needs using up. I'll use this one. And just got my paper at the ready. So I know I've stamped over here. So I'm going to shimmy that down. Oh, can you tell that embossing powder's a bit old? It's got loads of little bits in it. Oh well. Waste not, want not. Give that a little shaky shake. Just check. Have I reached everything? Looks like I have. Just take a little bit off. Okay, happiness. Actually, while I'm here, I'm just going to take some of these little bits out. Okay. And pop this back in my wee pot. Now, I was discussing with somebody the merits of keeping one's embossing powder in the pot. And we were saying how sometimes people say, oh, embossing powder, it goes off. But apparently, if you keep it in that little pot in a very airtight condition, it shouldn't go off, or it shouldn't go off so soon. It's people who put them in the big boxes, and perhaps the box is not airtight. I know it's really useful to have embossing powder in a box sometimes, and I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but Stampin' Up! Do not guarantee its freshness if you do that. So I didn't know that, and I found that out this week. So there we go. So, hello, welcome, Victoria. Oh, see you, Roberta. Lovely to see you. Take care. Darlene H is here. Hello. Judy French. Hello. Cindy. Lovely to see you. Okay, let's just get some heat. Hot. Let's melt this lovely clear embossing powder. I don't know if you can see it going there. There we go. It's best to sort of stick to one spot, and then you can sort of see if it's melted or not. Don't worry if your cardstock starts to warp a little bit. You can sort that out afterwards. Okay, I think it's done. So if your cardstock does warp a little bit, sometimes just running the heat tool underneath it just helps to straighten it all out again. There we go. Give that a moment to cool there before touching it, because at the end of the day you've melted something, so if it's still hot it will be sticky. Just check that I've done all that. Yeah, I think I have. Lovely. And now I'm wondering whether to add a bit of extra yellow to those daffodils with a dauber. So I've got my Daffodil Delight here, and I'm just getting a bit of the dauber, and I'm just going to add some yellow there. And I'm not trying to keep in the lines as such. I'm just sort of heading towards the daffodils and getting some colour on there so that they show up a bit more. There we go. And then a bit more on there. Make that a bit darker. Now that went into the other bit that I did. That's why it's kind of a bit. It's a bit smudgy there. Right, I'm wondering now whether to go in with my dauber and put a little bit more colour now into there so that those start to show up. Oh, this is such a fun technique. You see it's starting to appear. Look at that. Now I just realised I don't actually want it all to be yellow, so I think what I might do is just do this last little bit, and then I want to come in with some of that lovely fresh freesia, because I want just a hint of that to come in now. So I'm just seeing if I've got a dauber that's light enough that I can use. Oh, maybe this one. Yes. Right, I'll come in a little bit closer. Can you guys start to see that appear now? Just put little hints of this purple in now. It's very pale lilac. It's very, very pretty. And I do want to get some green in here as well, so I'll try and leave some spaces for that. Mind you, I could focus the green more on the stalks of the daffodils, and that would make sense, wouldn't it? Isn't that yellow and purple so pretty together? Right, let's get a bit of Granny Apple Green. Hope you can start to see what's happening. There you go. I love how it just sort of starts to appear right before your eyes. You know, when you emboss with the clear or the white and then start to put ink down. It's so pretty, isn't it? Now I know it's tempting to go in there and really push really hard and get it appearing, but don't do that. Just take your time, build up the colour. You can always add, you can't take away. Okay, so I'm just remembering I've got my photograph to go in here. So just popping some on there. Right, lovely. Really liking this. So I'm wondering now whether to go in with another daffodil stamp, but this time stamp in an actual colour. And because I have done the framing in Night of Navy, I'm wondering if Night of Navy would be a good colour just to use and stamp some really bold shapes. So let's see where we could do this. So because I know I've got my frames going in here, which I might just pop that there. There we go. So I've got an idea of where we're working from. So actually not as much of that daffodil was showing as I thought. Oh, I can move that on a bit. There we go. That can go there. That can go there. So I've got a bit of a space here that I could stamp. And I'm going to be very careful to stamp this, ink this up carefully. I'm just tapping very, very lightly, but allowing that ink to build up on the stamp there. I'll move that out the way and pop my daffodil in there. Hello, Darlene Hawthorne and Darlene Butler. Welcome if you're new to my channel or if you've not been on a live before. Great to have you here. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I've got some colour on there. How did that happen? I'm going to have to disguise that. I've got some yellow on there. Hello.
Treat.
Oh, you bought me a treat, have you? Oh, a carrot. Oh, very funny. Very funny. Oh, he's bought our, well, it's his favourite chocolate.
You don't want to, no?
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, what is it? Pretzel and
Salted pretzel.
Salted pretzel. Our local Aldi do this. It's like chocolate, but it has pretzels and...
Pretzels.
It just has pretzels and pretzels, yeah.
Pretzels.
No, I don't want the carrot. Look, this is it. Milk, salted pretzel, milk chocolate. It's cheap as chips. It's great stuff. But when you want a little bit of a chocolate hit, it does do the job. Yes, thank you, darling. All right.
The carrot tomorrow.
I can, yeah. I'll have the carrot tomorrow. I'll have a good day tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, I did. Oh, Vicky, that's so funny. Do you have the stitchery stamp to frame this? It's a little bit of a... She's throwing it back at me because a couple of weeks ago she was showing me a scrapbook that she'd done, and I said, she says, oh, I don't know what else to add to it, and I was like, oh, have you got the stitchery stamp? Something like that would just help to frame it. so she's giving the suggestion right back at me. Oh, there we go. Good idea, Vicky. I was going to do something up there, but I'm wondering if I want to do it more that way round. You know what, I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't think it needs anything else. Oh, Vicky can't hear me. Oh, well. She can't hear me talking about her. Now, we do have some nice dottage here. So again, I'm kind of thinking this is my central point and everything's kind of exploding from there. So let's just add some nice bits of dottage. There we go. Well, she did it and it looked fabulous, Heidi. You know, I do have good ideas from time to time. And then my friends go and give me those ideas back. It can't be done until the dottage is added. No, absolutely. Now, the only problem I have now is that there is some navy on the embossed areas and I don't want them there. So I am going to have to go in and I'm going to, it is going to mean I'm going to have a bit of navy then on the actual areas here, but I think it's going to be okay because we have got navy in the design. Although that really is, I might have to go in there and clean that off. Because it's made the clear go navy, hasn't it? I guess it's because that image, let me just show you. This image isn't a solid bold. Can you see it's got little speckles in it? So the colour will go through. It's not going to be a true block of embossing. That's okay. I can live with that. But I'll tell you what I can do. Get a bit of tissue. I'm going to do a bit of high. And just go in there and polish that off a little bit. So a little bit does come off. Ooh, and the tissue starts to disintegrate. But never mind. There we go. Just going to have a little bit of chocolate, everybody. Yummy squammy. Now I'm wondering, do I want to colour these daffodils in? Do we just leave them? I'm just going to bring my photographs back in. Just keep checking. So this is a bit of a, you know, stage by stage process of checking. How's it going? You know, is that what I really want there? And does that work? And I'm wondering whether then I want to hide this. Hide that number. I wonder if I could create a daffodil to go on here somewhere. Make some little daffodil flowers. Trying to see if we've got any flowers that are a daffodil shape. We haven't really at the moment. Of course, if you had the dies that went with the daffodils, that would be fine. I may have to just dig out a retired punch from a while back. Excuse me. wonder if I could do a little butterflies, some butterflies or something. Some wee little yellow ones. Oh, I do have these. They're not exactly going to be daffodils, but I could just do some little flowers. That might be fun. Or I could use that one. Right, okay. I think I'm going to clear the decks and I'm going to get my trusted cut and emboss machine out. Do some nice cutting out with these fabulous dies. So these are the stitched, are they called stitched blooms or something? Pierced blooms. There we go. I'll get some Daffodil Delight cardstock out. Let's see if I've got some scrappy bits before I start cutting into. Oh, I do. That's handy. Right. Ruth, can you stamp and fussy cut? I could. Why would you though? Why would you when we have such beautiful dies, Monica, that can do the work for us? You know, I mean, someone's gone to all that bother to create a lovely die, and you want me to fussy cut? Hi Donna, love the inspiration every time you watch me. Thank you so much for saying. Very kind of you. Right, there we go. One wee flower. No, I don't have the daffodil dies, unfortunately. No, Vicky does though. Anyone want to borrow the daffodil dies? Go around to Vicky's. Oh, my son's swimming pool lifted. How could it lift? What does that mean, Vanessa? It sounds scary. Yeah, you're right, Monica. You are right. I want a daffodil, though, that I'm looking down on rather than looking at the side. That's the issue. That's why I'm being petulant. I'm just going to cut a few more because I've got the space on this piece of cardstock just to get a few more out of here. And then I'm going to cut some lovely green leaves. Oh, thanks, Vicky. So if you like your flowers, this is a lovely die set to get. There is a flower stamp to go with it. Now, I don't think this is in the reduced bundles list. So for those of you who do like your dies and stamp sets, there is a list of reduced bundles currently for the whole of March. Also, our little mini cut and emboss machine, which I could have used. I could have used that to cut these out. It has got 20% off. A really good discount. So I think it means it comes out in the UK at just over £40, whereas normally it's 50 something. So good little offer on at the moment. Right, let's get some granny apple green. Some of these leaves. I've used these leaves for all kinds of things. They are really good fun. Yeah, great little set. And I like that Stampin' Up! Are giving you, sometimes they give you 2 of one thing, you know, 2 of one shape rather than just one. It makes life so much easier. Oh gosh, that sounds very destructive. Vanessa, so sorry to hear that. So to poke these out, sometimes you do need to get your little pick tool to do that. Yes, the bow's super cute, isn't it? It's very delicate, Cheryl. Oh, my leaf moved. Okay. Can't use that one. I did warn about that the other day, actually. Sometimes when you put it through for a second pass, they jump. So you have to sometimes hold on to the plates as it goes through. Oh, that's on the floor now. Let's see how we go with these, and then if I need any more, I've got my machine there. Now I'm thinking of giving these a little tinge of colour on the edges of them, and wondering whether to go for maybe like a little bit of lilac on the edges. I know that's not realistic for a daffodil, but just gives it a little bit of depth. Or I could go with a bit of green or the blue. I haven't used any coastal Cabana or anything like that yet. That might be a good colour to go with. Okay, I'm just going to move this over because I don't want to get ink on that. So again, I think the dauber might be a good option. Got a nice clean one here. Got to just have a little bit more chocolate, keep me going. Use more purple. I think you're right, actually, Cheryl. But I think I'll add it with something else in a minute. There's still a few more things I want to add, like ribbon. I am enjoying this. I think the reason I sort of shy away from doing so much scrapbooking is because, you know, once you've done it, you kind of tend to put it away. It can't really be shared. Well, I suppose it can be shared. You can show people, but I used to love gifting. I have a friend who actually sometimes watches. She knows who she is. I used to gift her scrapbooking pages, and I haven't done it for absolutely ages. So I might have to get back into doing that. It makes a lovely gift. If you've got a friend who loves photographs and memories and keeping memories and things, it's a lovely thing to do. Now, I had talked about the possibility of me doing some kind of weekend retreat using the, I've forgotten the name of it now. What's that name of that lovely collection in the mini catalogue, and it's got the hexagons and the, is it called Playful Backgrounds or something? Anyway, I have been thinking, oh no, you see, wonder whether to put a bit of orange on that. Oh, Calypso Corals, right there. Yeah, sorry, back to this idea of this retreat, and I haven't managed to set a date for it yet because I keep having to do other things. But the idea would be that you would purchase a whole bundle of products and then join me over 3 classes and make an album, some scrapbook layouts, and I think we're going to do some cards as well. Oh, not sure about that. I don't like that now. Okay, back to the drawing board. I don't mind that, but I wasn't sure about that orange. Let's just leave it plain. Let's do that. Okay, let's go for a bit of, I'm going to put less on here. I think maybe I overdid it on that one. Just going to put a little tinge. Yeah, so the idea would be that if you are able to purchase products from me, you would then buy the whole kit, plus it wasn't just the bundle, it was you'd have to purchase the whole bundle, some Whisper White 12x12 cardstock and some linen thread. And you know, if you'd need a basic kit as well, so you'd need a trimmer, inks, die cutting machine, what else, scissors, glue, all those. I wouldn't be providing those, but basically if you purchase that kit, you would then be eligible to join me for a Friday evening and 2 Saturday workshops, and if you couldn't make them, then I would do videos that would be available. The only thing is, it's very different from anything I've ever done, so I'm a bit like, oh, I don't know if people want that sort of thing, and I'm, you know, so we will see. Right, let's get a bit of colour onto these leaves. I'm putting a little bit more on, being a bit braver. Put some on here. Now, ordinarily, I'd be getting my tweezers in and really shaping these, but because I know they're going to go on a scrapbook and get flattened again, I'm trying to add depth and texture by using the ink, and obviously these dies have got little stitches cut out of them, or dots in them, to give a faux stitching effect. So I think that's probably enough texture to go on. Right, I'll pop these out of the way. Right. Just having a little play with where I'm going to place these. Wondering whether to cut a few more leaves, or as I said, I was going to come in here with some ribbon. So because I haven't got as much lilac in here. So hello, Laurie Marsick from Webster, Florida. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Heidi Shaw. Lovely to have you here. Right, so I have got some really nice glittery ribbon. This, oh, it's fraying as well. Oh, it's going a bit bonkers. It frays. Oh, that might be quite nice in there. Right, let's cut a bit of that. Sorry, I've got a pin in my mouth. That's why I'm talking weird. I pin my ribbons, you see, so they don't all fall around the place. Okay, so I've got a bit of that. And then I also have some, I like using lots of different textures sometimes. I've got a bit of this ribbon. Put my pin in there for a moment. And then, just want to see if I've got anything else like green, or I haven't got any bright green. Oh, I've got that. Oh, I've got some, I keep saying, oh, some of that. That's quite summery, isn't it? That's quite pretty. Right. So we could have some little zhuzhes of ribbon. I like doing this. Little zhuzh coming out somewhere. Have that there. Now, where are my little glue dots gone? Glue dots are great for holding ribbon in place. Where's it gone? Oh, you were here the other day. There you are. Right. Forgotten how I did it now. That was it. Right, let's get a glue dot on you. Just got to find where they start. Okay, there you are. All right. Pop one on there. Fold that back up. Pop another one on there. Fold you back down. Okay, so I'm not going to hold that down just now because I know I'm going to be sticking this in somewhere, so I don't need to necessarily, that's going to be glued down in a second. So right, now where's that other little bit of yellow gone? Where have you gone? Oh, there you are. Get another glue dot. So fold up, fold down, and fold up again to create a nice little zhuzh. Okay, so just pop you under there for a moment. Let's pay attention to this now. So this is a really pretty fresh freesia coloured kind of ribbon, and it frays super easily. So look at this, you can pull this and make this gorgeous kind of fray. Now I'm going to cut that off before I pull too much, and also then just cut that off there. And so this can be just stuffed in somewhere. There we go. And then you just give it a bit of a tug. Start getting it going. Oh, it doesn't want to do that. Oh, it's being a bit temperamental on that end. Okay, let's start from this end. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. You just keep going, keep going. Now, don't throw this stuff away. This can be used. It's almost like a little firework, isn't it? Firework on your page. It's quite nice. Just going to do that one more time. Oh, so satisfying. Right. Cut that off. Cut that there. And that one can go down there. Okay. Not quite sure whether I want to use the silver today. So what I'll probably do is just stick this. Now I did have a little plastic baggie rolling around on my floor earlier today. Let's see if I can find it. No, okay, fine. Right, I'll just pop that in the corner for now, and then I'll put that back, put that somewhere safe. Right, so I've got that going. Now, I've got a little bit of this stuff. Now this one, okay, you know what, I'm going to make my life a bit easier. I'm just going to tie this in a bow. So, big bow. Like so. And what I'm going to do is, this is going to get folded over like that. So that's my nice little zhuzhy thing there. And that can be popped under there somewhere. Okay. So the last thing that I want to do, how long are we in? Oh, see, it takes an hour for me to do a scrapbook page. This is perhaps why I don't do them so often. But they are super fun and I am enjoying it. Is that? Yes, it is. It's Stampin' Up. Not sure what page it's on though. Could someone have a look for me? I'd be most grateful while I have a little bit more chocolate. Right, I wanted to put a little bit of something on the edge of my photographs. So I'm just going to rip some of this vellum. And I'll rip clips from both sides. Because I want to stick. Now, do I want to do it on top of the... No, I want it underneath the Night of Navy. I just want to stick some pieces underneath as a bit of texture. So I'm going to just move my layout for a moment while I work on my frames. Now I've got to make sure these are the right way around so they read properly. Just going to pop a bit of tape there. That there. Cut that off. Stick a bit on this side as well. Oh, just had a thought. Perhaps I could use that silver thread. I don't know if I want to add silver because I've got the gold, haven't I? Right, and then this piece I want to add onto here. The grosgrain. That's it, thank you. Which catalogue is it in? Right, that was what I wanted to do. Just to sort of soften the edges of that. And then I think I'm just going to stick these in place now, because there's no real reason not to. Hi, Glenna. In the annual. Okay, thanks, Vanessa. Right. Let's get sticking. So I am wondering whether it would be easier if I just put some adhesive on the central sort of areas of my matting layers, because then I can tuck things underneath. Oh no, this one's got to go on first. Sort of, I don't want to cover my feet up too much, but I do want to cover that. Okay. Oh, that's a bit further over than I intended, but never mind. Right, so I definitely want to have that there. I wonder if I can just put adhesive directly onto there and just get that stuck down. Yep. Let's put some there. Stick that down there. And then, where else was I going to have this? Was I going to have this one here? Yep. Stick that there. Okay, because this is going to kind of flop down, so that's fine. Now this one was going to go around here. So for this, I think I'm going to use the glue dots. And then this one, I think I might start sticking the flowers down now. So. So, want that one and that one. Sorry, I'm not. Need a good glue. Got so many glues here, it's ridiculous. Let me unpick this one. Oh, where has it gone? Oh, there it is. My special unpicking tool. My glue unpicker. Right, don't need a lot of glue for this. Oh, there we go. Just a wee little bit. And then just a little bit in the middle. Okay, that go on there. Then I think we had one down here, didn't we? Yeah, this is definitely a little bit more lower or to the side than I laid it out, but that's okay. We'll survive. Oh, I forgot about my green leaf. I'm amused that we hesitate to throw out the empty glue just in case. I know, it might just have a little smidge of extra glue in there. I know. You feel my pain, Barb. I do have 4 kids. I think my daughter would have been quite young at the time, so she wouldn't have been in this photograph. And it was my boys that would have gone to the school at the time. So I've got no idea why she's not in this photo. I can't honestly remember. I presume she might have been in a buggy or, you know, obviously not able to stand. That's probably why she's not there. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. I can't remember how I did this. Oh, I could do a leaf there. Another leaf there. There we go. Anyway, we won't tell her she wasn't there. Thank you, Miss Heidi. Yeah, if you like what you see, please do share it with your friends. Right, glue dot time. So I am ready to use a few more now. Let's stick you there. Then I'm going to stick that flower there. Hopefully I'll hold that ribbon in place a little bit for a sec. And then sometimes you want the ribbon to fall in a very specific place. So don't be afraid to put another little glue dot in to get it to fall exactly where you want it to go. She's taking the picture. No. No, a friend, one of the kids' dads took the photo. Not my kids, someone else's, who went to the school. He was like the tech guy. He would do the videos, you know, during the school plays and all that kind of thing. So I left it to him to do. Yeah. See, delegation. Who remembers, for those of you in the UK, a program called Record Breakers? I used to go, dedication's what you need. Well, I've grown up. I've realised it's not dedication. It's delegation is what you need. If you want to be the best. That's what the way the song was. If you want to be the best. Dedication's what you need. So it was a program that they would like do Guinness World Records. So, you know, they would go to people who are trying to set world records. And it was presented by a lovely, lovely, lovely man called Roy Castle. And sadly, he passed away quite young because he used to sing and perform in lots of nightclubs and stuff. And in those days, people still used to smoke. And so he got lung cancer through passive smoking. But his wife is an amazing lady. I've heard her speak. She's come to Welshpool to do... no, not Welshpool. Maybe it was Welshpool. Anyway, somewhere around here. I've heard her speak. She sort of gives her testimony and stuff. Really lovely lady. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you that. It just came to my mind. As I'm sitting here, sticking and gluing and having fun. So I know I said, oh, I don't want anything too 3D on here, but look, there's me putting all this ribbon on here now. But I can't help it. Just looks fab. I cleared out a storage box unit last month. I came across a large box of photos of your kids from over 40 years ago. Yay! Yay! Awesome. Hi, Ella. Nice to see you. I do recognise your name. You've been before, I think. Right, so I've still got this one to go in. No. Maybe down there. Now, there's still things I need to I'm sort of putting the bare bones in, as it were. I'm just getting everything stuck down. And I know there's just little tweaks that I will have to make. But I'm just getting these put in first, and then I'll go from there. So, right. Like twisting the flowers to get them to sit right. There we go. Now that one's in, I'm thinking I might pop that in there so it falls like that. Just trying to put a minimal amount of glue on there. Okay. Cute. Now I've got this leaf to go, so I'm wondering whether to pop that in there. And then this little fun thing down there. Here's our trick of getting glue dots off and where they're supposed to go. Yeah, that's a good question, Heidi Shaw. Yeah, so if you've got, if you're trying to actually glue an item like this one that won't glue down properly, so what you can do is just get your piece that you want to glue down and directly pop it over the glue dot and get it to come away. Oh no, it's not wanting to do that because I've got wet glue on there, but hopefully it might work. There we go. So I'll do that again on a dry one. So just trying to see if I've got any more on here. No, I'll just tear that off. Okay, so pop your glue, pop the item you want to stick, put it on the glue dot and push down really hard, and it should come away. If it doesn't, just help it with a nail like that, and then you can do that. So generally I wouldn't use glue dots for sticking anything and everything. They are particularly useful for small items and also ribbons, because generally I wouldn't use wet glue on ribbon because it just seeps through and makes a mess. Right, so I'm just holding this up now just to see where all my ribbons are going to kind of fall. Oh well, they're going to cover the boys, but never mind. And maybe okay, there we go. Forgot about this little leaf here. Put glue on there. Stick him in there. Right, so I'm just kind of taking it all in now, thinking what else I would like to do. So I'm looking up here and thinking, oh, that's a little bit too sticky outy there. So I just want to tear that, make that a bit less. Let's see if I can. There we go, tear that down a bit. I'm wondering whether to put some little embellishments. Oh. Now these are retired. I'm sorry about that, but look at these lovely little purple stars. Oh, the other thing you can use is a take your pick tool. So yeah, so if you want to use your glue dot, all you do is just get your tool like that, have it on the end of your tool, and then I don't know, find something you want to stick down. So you want to stick that down. Okay, I'll just pop that under there. Ta-da! There we go. That's it. Right, let's open these. Just think a smattering of these gorgeous stars would look nice, and that would kind of echo the lilac. and they're not too thick. If they want to leave my finger. Oh, that one doesn't want to come with me. Okay. Oh, I've lost some of that daffodil under there. Never mind. So next time, see, in hindsight, what I should have done is been a bit more careful how I penciled my layout so that I stamped the image in the correct place so that it would show up afterwards. But there we go. That's just something you learn. Now that's black. I don't really want black on there. So let's have a look and see if I've got some other little sequins. If I've got anything blue that could go on there. I've got some silver ones. I'm afraid I don't really want silver. Oh, I've got some limey green. I wonder if those would look fun inside my flowers. Or the flower sequins. Again, I think these might have retired. But these are the sort of things that you have knocking around in your stash that you think, oh, I can't get rid of them. They're too nice. But they don't always come out because there's new stuff to play with. So I make no apologies for using retired products. It's also a good reminder to you folks who sometimes you're not sure whether to get something. Because when it's gone, it's gone. Right, now I'm wondering if I just put some of these little green sequins around the place. They're a little bit of a tone-on-tone effect because I have got the green going on there, but it looks nice. It does. It does, I promise. Okay. There we go. So I put a cluster of 3 in the middle of that one because it was such a big centre. Pink? No, don't need pink. Oh, just found these little yellow ones. Oh, go on. May as well use them up. Well, there's some blue. No, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop it now. Right, that's enough. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, guys. So this is my scrapbook layout, and I probably will do a bit of journaling. Actually, I could do some journaling now with my Stampin' Right marker and write down the date. So this was June 2012. And it was my boys, so Jaden, so it's Jaden, Luke and Ethan. So I'm thinking I could just write down there, Jaden, Luke and Ethan. And Ruth, maybe I'll put my name there. So I'm just going to write Jaden, Luke and Ethan. Oh, Ethan's going to have to squeeze in before that leaf. There we go. I'll put Ruth up here. And then maybe somewhere here. I don't want it to do a big kind of song and dance about the title or whatever. I'll just put the date. So, or maybe I'll write holding the Olympic torch. I'll write that here. Actually, the name of the lady, I think it was Adele, but I could be wrong, so I'm not going to write that. I'll just put holding the Olympic torch in June 2012. Oh, I might put Welsh paw as well, because there we go. Right, you're nearly finished the apples. You have a son called Jason and a mother named Ruth. Oh, there we go. Well, my son is Jaden, not Jason. But if you do lots of autocorrect, we'll do Jaden. And then if you try and spell Ethan, it gives you ethanol or ethanol, depending on how you pronounce it. So there we go. I never used to use stamps with my scrapbook pages because I didn't have them at the time. So you're giving me some inspiration. There we go, Carolee. Yes. Yeah, no, do get your stamps out because I'm really pleased how that's turned out. Really, really pleased. And, oh, got something on there. Oh, it's a... Oh my gosh. I was like, what is that on my photograph? It is the photograph. It's a ball in the background of the field. Silly woman. Right, let's go over products. She scraps, says Rick's Romro. Wow, hello. That's an interesting name. Welcome. Oh, right. Oh dear, I've got stars flying about everywhere here now. Right, let's go through then products without getting ink on things. So we used Daffodil Daydream. Now this is in the mini catalogue. If you love your flowers, this is a good one. Daffodil Daydream. So I used quite a few of this one actually. Oh, I didn't use a butterfly. Oh, should I do a oh no. Sorry about this. I thought I was finished. Well, I have to make up for the fact I covered that daffodil over there. There we go. One there. And then see if we can squeeze one up there. There we go. And got to have 3. Can't have just 2. Squeeze another one in there. There we go. Now it's finished. Oh, it's Phoebe. Ah, you've signed in as your husband's account, Phoebe. I was like, who the heck is that? Right. Daffodil Daydream. And so multimedia, Ruth. I love it. Oh, thank you, Phoebe. Amazing silhouettes. And that is, ooh, those are the only stamp sets I used. Pretty good, huh? So got some lovely dottage in there. Got this lovely, very graphic design, which I have basically covered up, but there it is under there. And I didn't end up using the stitches. Sorry about that, Vicky. I ended up not needing it. And oh, I don't know what to do a butterfly down there now. Anyway, stop it, Ruth. I heat embossed with clear heat embossing powder these images underneath. So they are there, I promise. Do you want to have a close up? Extreme close up. There we go. So yeah, clear embossed. Did a little bit of inking underneath it so that I had that little bit of yellow shining through. So used Daffodil Delight. I've used a bit of Coastal Cabana and a little hint of, oh no, not Blushing Bride. Where's it gone? The Lilac. The fresh Freesia. There it is. So a little hint of Freesia. Actually, I wonder whether to do a little bit more down on this end here. Just to pull the eye down into this corner a little bit more. There we go. Oh, maybe down here as well. Oh, I've got a bit of a goober on there. That needs to come off. I picked that word up from Dina Rico. She says goober, doesn't she? I never used to say it. Right, take that off. There we go. Bit of purple in there. Might just do a little bit more up here as well. There we go. So fresh Freesia, night of navy, and so all the colours were inspired by the granny apple green, by the colours that were already in the design there. So yeah, we've got the navy, the blues, the Bermuda Bay. Actually, I didn't really repeat the Bermuda Bay again, but it did sort of make a showing on these flowers. Sorry, Coastal Cabana, not Bermuda Bay. Coastal Cabana. Yeah, I didn't end up using it, did I? Oh well, there's probably enough in the photographs. And what else did I do? Oh, use the lovely dyes and this vellum that's in the mini catalogue. It's fabulous stuff. You can just use it for all sorts of things. It's a great little product. What's this? The Pierced Blooms dyes. So I will go ahead and put a list of all the products I used in the description. And of course, you can use some of these techniques for your card making. You don't necessarily have to just keep it for scrapbooking. And yeah. Ooh, there we go. There you have it. Oh, the frazzled ribbon. Yes, lots of frazzled ribbon. And so all these products I think are current. This satin edged ribbon is current, and the grosgrain fresh Freesia is current, and also that checked or gingham gingham ribbon there. That's it. That's Bumblebee, but it just seemed to go so well. So there we go. Right, I will try and do a photograph of this and blog it, because you'll get to see the photographs much better if I blogged it. It needed the purple. Yes, you mentioned the purple earlier, didn't you, Cheryl? Yeah. Yeah, I know, we didn't know who she was. Nearly got booted out, Phoebe. All the greens, you don't like the purple. Oh. I know, you're really struggling. You do struggle with purple. You only recently got Highland Heather, didn't you? Yeah, Phoebe's not a lilac-y girl. Just isn't. Yeah. Yeah, that's Phoebe. Yeah, she's just proven herself. What's your favourite food? Thank you so much for giving me thumbs ups. You guys are amazing. And thank you for your continued support of my channel. And if you need to know more, please go to artfulstampin.co.uk, or if you have a security warning that comes up when you do that, just go to artfulstampin.blogspot.com. Email me ruthtrice@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. And if you're interested in workshops with me, I've just updated my blog with the classes for March, and I'm already thinking in April. I was just talking about it today with somebody. I will be doing a Zoom event for anyone who just wants to come and hang out and craft, a weekend Zoom event. And basically, I think what I said was that if you have supported my channel, if you've been my customer, then it's a free event. If you haven't, or you haven't, and all you have to do is like either PayPal me or super chat me a little amount in the month preceding, or just give me a donation towards the cost of the day. It's a free Zoom event where you guys, not free, sorry, a Zoom event where you guys can come and hang out, and I will do colour challenges throughout that event. I may not be present throughout the whole event because obviously I've got a family and I've got to dip in and out, but I'm thinking of doing that on April the 20th. I know this is kind of far in advance, but I was looking at my diary and I'm super booked up in March, and And by the way, it's my birthday weekend. Just saying. So my birthday would have been in the week. So I'm thinking April. I know this is advance warning, guys, but I'm thinking April the 29th, 30th. That's what I'm looking at. So the reason I say 29th, 30th is because I usually start these events on the Friday afternoon stroke evening. And because you guys in Australia don't lose out. So I start it then so that it's your Saturday morning, and then I go to bed. Then the Americans jump in and hang out with the Australians. Then I wake up and then hang out with the Australians for a little bit before they go to bed, and then wait for and then have all the European guys join and the British people join in during the morning and afternoon, and then Saturday evening the Americans start waking up again. So it's really good fun. And I don't know, mate, yeah, we'll have to have cake. Yeah. And so what happens at that event is throughout that time I set color challenges. So you may have seen on my channel where I will do like a one sheet wonder based on some random colors that have been picked by this color picker, and that is what they've come from. They come from these Zoom events, and they are just a great way to get to know people a bit better and just hang out and craft together. So if you've never attended one of these, please think about coming along, because they are super fun. And people who have been there before are super friendly and love getting to know new people. So it is good fun. And so it might be that you see some regular names pop up in the chat and you're thinking, oh my goodness, you know, they're so chatty. And it's because they hang out with each other sometimes at these events, or they come to my classes. So that's why they know each other really well. So yeah, giggling, it's a relay it is a relay craft. Yeah, Barb's been there. Yeah, I remember one time when Barb, you were there, and you were cutting out and cutting out and cutting out the most ridiculous amount of flowers. And then the following Zoom, she came and showed us what she made with them, and it was stunning. So she'd made all these lovely gifts for her ladies in her church, and she was die cutting till the cows came home. It was so funny. So there we go. Right, so that's advance notice. That's the end of April. I know that's quite a way away. It feels like quite a way away, but we've got Easter, and yeah, I've got sort of things going on in my life, like church and stuff, that is going to be quite busy. And then I've got a wedding. Yay, got a wedding to go to. And yeah, so April. There we go. No, not yet, Jane, not yet. End of April. End of April. Yeah, I got a while yet. Yes, there were Mother's Day cards. 21. That's so cool. Oh yes, no, I will do more. It's reminded me how much I enjoy doing them. So I need to go through some photographs and start printing some off and doing more scrapbooking. So lovely to see you all. Take care. God bless. Take care of each other and stay safe. Good night.